Best Buy is a successful business here in the US. To further their success, they started to pursue hopes of going international. In 2006, Best Buy started opening stores in China, and in 2010, they opened stores in the UK. Not even a decade later, Best Buy had to start closing its stores in both locations. The biggest hurdle they faced that caused them to fail was its lack of research on consumer preference and culture. Both UK and China consumers prefer small shops versus large retail stores. Had they gone with a smaller location versus the large storefront, they would not have had such a hard time getting the consumers into the door. Another thing about Chinese culture is that they believe that dryers damage clothes. When Best Buy opened its storefront, it set it up similarly to the stores here in America, having a large section for washers and dryers, even though the Chinese are less likely to purchase the dryer. A way they could have gathered this information was by going through the consumer data and finding what types of stores people in those countries prefer to shop at. Or it would have also allowed them to know and understand what equipment best suited their lifestyle. This can be done many ways, one by being how we gather data and theories in class. Like Dr. Bilberry said, they failed at asking the right people the right questions to get the right information. When going into the UK, Best Buy partnered with Carphone Warehouse, a phone retailer in the UK. They had the connections and should have gathered more feedback from the business partner about how to be successful. Another reason Best Buy failed in China was due to its pricing and piracy. In China, consumers are not as likely to spend a lot of money on technology unless they want it to be the name brand. This is mostly due to the increase in bootleg devices that they can get cheaper elsewhere, like going online. Had Best Buy done more consumer research, they would have understood the desires of their target audience. It would have put the consumers first, allowed them to stay focused on the intended goal, and minimized the risks associated with branching into new consumer territory. Ultimately, their failures happened at the first step, though, gathering the data and information associated with their intended audience.